Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Good day, hello, salutations. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. A little bit of crochet to talk about. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So hi. Let's see what I did today. What did I do today? What's my update? It seems to be what I like to do is talk about my daily crochet or whatever I'm crafting. Today my hands were feeling a little sore, so it was done, but I am super close. I have just a little bit in here and a little bit in here, and then I'm done. I also would like to get the frame off the floor and onto the wall. It's sitting by my feet down here, and I'm kind of worried because I think it is glass. I haven't really unpacked it, so I didn't want to get too involved with that yet. So, as I was saying, 5 days. 5 days until my little one turns 3. So I have put that down. Sorry, I gotta get ready for crocheting. I had totally lost my train of thought there. Excuse me. I have a small market bag to make. I have about 7 or 8 different amigurumi styles to do. So I am going to have to be going through my bags of my bobbins here in the blue are my tinies for the most part. Not to mention my 2 big totes over there with a lot of my bigger rolls. And I've got lots and lots of colors all over the place. Yarn in my room is pretty exciting. Super exciting about that. And I also have to I put it down here. This macchiato. And I am going to do a small hexie cardigan for her. Her sister's getting one in the baby one. Let me bring it up. Baby cake. Beautiful. This one's super cushy, and I could not find anything that in my stash. I have a pretty good stash that was comparable. I'm gonna put this under here so I'm not bending my painting. So close to being done. I was hoping to get it done at least today, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So I woke up. My hands felt great. Enough rest. Oh, I just wanted to show my darling put all her stickers on my diamond art box, one of them. That way she knows where they are all the time because mommy has them. So cute. Anyways, I'm going to, I was thinking, because I was talking about amigurumi so much the other day, because I'm on my amigurumi kick right now, I have to make so many. And that's fine. Just little foods. Like this is going to be a garlic. Okay? It's a garlic. It looks like a garlic to me. I'm happy with it. I have no complaints. I've heard my husband and my mom are both kind of like, it looks kind of like a white pumpkin. I'm like, no, it's garlic. Just leave me alone. It's got 6 cloves on it. Leave me alone. He even went and picked up a clove of garlic to show them. It is the same. Most of them have this long piece up here. It's not inappropriate. It's nothing weird. But, judgy. So, I will possibly be turning the camera so I can show off how to do a invisible decrease. I've got that down. I'm not big on doing tutorials or anything like that at the moment. I don't feel that I'm strong enough of a crocheter, but I can show you a couple things that have worked for me. Because crochet, one thing I like about it is that you can do the exact same project as somebody else, but it looks totally different. Like with cross stitch, everything looks exactly the same, right? With a lot of other diamond art, I mean, I'm just putting matching colors to it basically. So it's not like crazy artistic or anything. It's like color by number or paint by numbers, which are fun, super calming for your brain, really good for your creative juices to get going because you're just mindless. You're not really committed. I find sometimes with some of the projects for crochet, I definitely have to take a break from it because, especially if I'm coming up with my own thing, I get really frustrated. I feel very overwhelmed. My beautiful Halloween summer shirt with the purples and the slime green is one that I kept having to put down because it seems very simple. It was just rows of mesh and double crochet, but I had to decide, did I want double crochet, half double crochet? I needed to know what I wanted to do, and I still have thoughts in my head on how I would do things differently if I made it, and I absolutely love how it turned out. It's lovely. I do have to stitch it up a little more because it seems to have loosened, which I've either lost some weight or it just got loose. I don't know. But I will be stitching up the arms and the neck a little bit more because I feel like it's too far now. Anyway, just a note to self. But the jacket I just made my daughter with the granny skirt, she loves it. She does, but it's kind of stiff. And so I'm going to have to wash it a couple more times. So I will be doing that probably this week. Give it another couple more washes. I found my spiky dryer balls. They're soft plastic and they just beat your clothes. That should help. So I'm hoping that I can get that up and ready for her. She really wants to wear it. I also have to make a tie for it. She wants a tie. She doesn't want buttons. She wants me to make a tie for it. So I'm going to make a nice little closed tie for it. And that's on my to-do list. But Tiny, she needs her birthday stuff. It needs to get done. It's her 3rd birthday. It's a big birthday. Oh, interesting. So I'm on a couple pages from my local area, and somebody on there today was just putting a feeler out to see how many people would be interested in a knitting, crochet type weekly get-together at maybe the public library or something to that extent. I am very proud of myself. I put my name out there to be interested in joining. And that's big for me because right now I'm feeling very, very introverted. So hopefully they can figure something out and I'll definitely go there probably, most likely, at least once or twice. I mean, I also said that if they were willing to do Zoom as well, for the people that can't quite make it, that might be okay too, especially considering I get a little nervous about groups. But it would be really nice to meet like-minded people. Most of the people that were interested wanted to learn, so that would be okay too. I don't mind sharing my information, my knowledge, and my mom's knowledge, because my mom would definitely want to go to that too. She's always wanted to be in sort of a knitting, sewing circle, that kind of thing, just because it's old-timey. She's kind of fun in that way. Not in a bad way. So, yeah, I'm going to switch my camera around. We're going to take a look at a 1 row of 5 stitches, 1 decrease, 5 stitches, 1 decrease. So decrease is going to be taking 2 stitches. That's one thing you always need to remember. If it says decrease, it is 2 stitches. That is one of the most common things I've ever seen people asking online is, how many stitches am I doing for decrease? Is that 2? Is it 1? It counts as 1, but it's actually 2 that you're putting together to make 1. So like this. You take these 2, now they're 1. Okay, welcome back. For you, that was a momentary lapse, and for me, that was a bit of a clean off on my desk. Brilliant minds. Alright, first thing I like to do because I really like how this helps me control my tension. I'm holding this a lot less hard, or I've ruined more than one 3.5, which is why I have my garment 3.5. This one's for garments only. This one's for my amigurumis because I am crazy about it and I am a little rough. So my count is going to be 5 single crochets, which is, and this yarn is a little bit finicky. I have no idea what kind it is. It's just one of my scrap balls. So go 1 and 2. The stitch markers are your best friends. Sometimes if I'm finding that I'm really struggling, I will actually put a stitch marker every time I need to do a decrease or increase on each row and keep moving it as I go down or up. That's 2. 3. 4. And 5. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Hold on tight. There we go. Okay. There, now we can see what my hands are doing a little bit clearer. So I have this stitch here and this stitch here. And you've got your back loop is right here, and your front loop is right here. Okay, thank you for being so tight and not wanting to go through. So for decrease, I'm going to go through here and here. So that's 2 stitches that I'm putting together to make 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And see, this is why my hand hurts, because when I'm doing amigurumis, I end up holding my tension super tight because I want it to be as close as possible. So what I used to do was put this and this together as through the whole thing. And as you can see, that's already pulling. And this is not as smooth. See, it just does not want to go. It puckered. We're over here. You really struggle to find it. Where this kind of stands out. It's got this big hole here, and it does end up showing. The back loop decrease, which some patterns have called for. Go through your 2 back loops. And go like this. Now here, you're going to get this little lip right here. So you go to your next stitch. Back loop will give you a ridge right there. So if you're going for a ridge, cool. You see that hole? That is not what I want. So for an invisible decrease, pull this a little bit, go up and up. A super gentle hand. There we go. And then 5 single crochets again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Accidentally bumped my tripod here. Go through the front loop, front loop again. Your increases and your decreases are going to be make or break. And that's what a lot of people find, is that their increases are gorgeous, but then they're finding that there's a ton of holes on their decrease end. One, two, five. And again, through that front loop, and through this front loop here, and you got her. So, that is how you do an invisible decrease. That is one of the best things you can learn about for amigurumis, or basically anything where you have to do decreases. I use it in everything. 2, 3, 4. Oops. Definitely. Finicky yarn. 4. And 5. Get you back in my fancy plastic container yarn bowl here. And another decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. That is exactly what I should have. And that's how you do it. And like I said, sometimes when you're struggling, use your stitch markers. Mark off every single time you increase or decrease depending on your row. And take your time. Stop to count. Don't get too excited. I've learned that the hard way over and over. And it just makes it a lot easier. 4 and 5. Oh, whoopsie. Whoopsie doodles. 4 and 5. And my final decrease of this row. So let's take a little look at my finished one. Oh, sorry, held it up too high, got excited. You do not see where the decreases are. Top and bottom are just as tight. The only spot I had any problems was here. Even then, that wasn't really a problem. You can always pull your yarn, you can always loosen up your yarn. But even right here, that's a decrease. And it's not really noticeable, so that is what you want. So, hopefully, my filming was okay. Hopefully my instructions were kind of clear. And hopefully you get a general idea of what it is, how easy it is to do a invisible decrease. I know it can be really daunting when you first try it. It took me a few times to get through that front loop. Slide through, just gently. You don't want to pull on the yarn too hard. That is the most gentle thing you can do. And just make sure it's a bit looser than your regular single crochet, because you want to be able to have it spread a little bit. And it doesn't have to be crazy loose, but just a slight change in your tension. Not a big tension change though. But that's it. That is all. So I'm going to get back to work. I got a few more rows of this one to go, and then I need to go through the colors here to pick some colors out for my next view. I'll probably film that just so you can see what I got going on over here. See you soon. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box.